Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be sharing with you a painting I did on Elon Musk called Humanities Future. And if you don't know, my name is RobJr and this is my channel Creative Rob. Thanks for tuning in. So I started off with a sketch. I have this sketch broken down so it's basically like the main colors are about 6, and I start with the darkest color first and work my way to the lightest, and then I blend stuff together and add the highlights. As you can see, I started off with the black or dark brown. So as I'm filling that in, I wanted to give a little bit of background on why I chose to do a portrait on Elon Musk and why I titled it Humanities Future. So a little bit about Elon Musk. First of all, SpaceX. You know, that's his company. He's like lead designer, and he also is owner of Tesla and some other stuff. But the reason I paint this has to do with SpaceX and what he's trying to do is get people to Mars. He's trying to reduce the risk of human extinction by establishing a human colony on Mars. And what a task. I mean, that it's just amazing. And this isn't a joke, this is for real. And I find that incredibly awesome. It's such a great thing to do. And not only is he trying to save, you know, humans from extinction, but he's also trying to save the earth and reduce global warming. This is a very smart guy, and he's using, you know, his brain, his intelligence, and his money to pretty much help everybody. That's why I chose to paint this guy. I'm trying to paint portraits of people who inspire me, or they have a message. They're trying to help the earth or humanity. But at the same time, I am trying to find. For example, I did a picture of Trump called Tragic Trump, and I had a message I wanted to express. So it's not always about great people trying to save everything, but you know, kind of let people know how I feel about certain people if I feel like they're doing others harm. So hopefully, you know, Donald Trump was the only one who I felt I had to give a negative feedback on or express myself that way. Mostly it's more positive. I have more positive influences. So back to the painting. As you can see now, I've added three colors. Went from black to a brownish red to like a burnt umber, and I have the colors pre-mixed, so that helps out. I just get to jump right into the painting and not have to worry about the colors because I did them already. Each of those colors are, well, they're on a glass palette, and I added a medium called Liquid Impasto. I love that stuff, and what that does is it not only makes it feel like you have more paint. You know, you put a little drop down, then you add the Liquid Impasto, and you got twice as much. But it speeds up the drying, and it also has a little bit of a glaze, and it's really made for showing the brush strokes or palette knife strokes, and I really like that look. So really right here I'm just throwing the color down, just filling it in. I haven't really started blending yet. You know, SpaceX is so cool, and you know, when I think of rockets, and before SpaceX got involved and we were thinking of ways to travel in space, reusable rockets didn't seem like an option. There didn't seem like a way to save those, you know. And I would have never have thought of re-landing a rocket. The way it takes off with all the power and explosion and shoots off into the sky, and then when it falls back down to Earth, it's guided with that same explosion, but it's precisely done, and the rocket lands standing just the way that it took off, you know. To see something like that land is incredible, man. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm not sure I would have thought of re-landing a rocket like that. It just seemed like an impossible task. Like, everything has to be so perfect to make that happen. But to see it done now is amazing, and I should tell everybody, just because something seems impossible, don't give up. You can do it. I mean, the way these rockets land is proof. I mean, it's an inspiration. So here, I'm doing a little bit of blending and adding a little more of peach skin tone. Felt like the face was a little too dark. Right, so now I'm getting some white. I added some liquid impasto to it. I'm gonna start adding some highlights. actually painted this on Easter. Easter night. How was everyone's Easter? Mine was pretty good. I didn't get to see my whole family, but I did have my kids with me, so that was fun. Alright, so here with a soft brush I'm doing some more blending. Actually using one of my favorite watercolor brushes. What was that right there is not a watercolor brush. Well, I mean, I'm sure you could use it for watercolor, but the one I'm blending with is a very, very soft brush. Now, like I said before in my other videos that are part of this series where I'm doing portraits and painting portraits and then going in with the palette knife, I'm not super focused on trying to make this so detailed and realistic, because I will be doing a lot of scraping and doing some bold palette knife strokes on top of this. Although this one did come out a little more detailed than my others and was painted faster, believe it or not. So, when you paint something all in one sitting and it's wet on wet, it's called Alla Prima. So this is an Alla Prima painting. I really didn't. I honestly didn't know that's what I was doing until on my last painting. Someone had made a comment asking, and I was like, is this Alla Prima? And I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, it is actually. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. So here I got the palette knife, it's clean, and I am just scraping. I already love the way it looks just like that. I mean, I don't like to have the white of the canvas showing though. Now, here I mix up some white with that liquid impasto, and I'm giving texture to the background. This is a part of the painting where I have some fun, and you got to be careful because you don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to underdo it either because it'll look funny. Now bring in some of that background on top of the subject. I added some of that color there. I did not like it, so I'm mixing some more white with liquid impasto and going back on top of that. I love the texture of this. I was going to add some purple, but holding that knife up and looking at the colors I had down, I didn't feel like that was a good color. So I mixed up this color. It really pops, goes good with the white and the skin tones and the darkness of the subject. Here I'm using my scraper tool. Gives some nice lines and texture. There, that's a technique I learned from Bob Ross. Get a nice roll of paint on the palette knife. I wanted to give this sort of a futuristic look to kind of go along with Elon's goal of taking people to Mars, and I hope I expressed that through this painting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed painting it. This might be one of my favorite ones. If you haven't yet, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Practice social distancing so we can get over this. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.